What up, you lab rats? This is countdown number 4. Today we're going to talk about why I'm taking a break. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to the lab. So, as we're counting down the days to the season finale of Get in the Lab, and as we transition to season 3, I'm going to talk about why I'm taking a break. So, as maybe some of you are going to find out, as you start to create content, whether that's daily or weekly or whatever the heck you do, you're going to need a break from doing that. Not only to just give yourself a break, like, man, I'm tired of creating content. Let me just relax for a minute and go do something else. Let me get my mind off creating content and just blindly creating content like a zombie. Besides that, right? Besides the point of that, you need a sort of like a review. Businesses do this all the time. Big businesses, they call them quarter reviews or monthly reviews or evaluations or whatever. Okay. So it's important to take that sort of attitude or that concept and transfer it into your own small business, right? So I got a small little operation going on over here. It doesn't mean that I shouldn't check in with myself and whoever I'm working with and go, okay, how are we doing? Are we hitting the numbers that we want to hit, right? Like, what's our bottom line look like? Are we still happy with what we're putting out? And so this is a time for me to check myself before I wreck myself, give myself a break personally, and just kind of refine Get in the Lab for what it means. So lately I've been feeling personally that yes, I've had some growth, and yes, I'm getting attention. Yes, I'm getting traction in a good way. At the same time, it's no cover up for what isn't working in the show, or what isn't working for me, or what isn't getting the growth that it needs to. So there are a lot of things that need to be refined, and a lot of things that need to be taken out, and some things that need to be put in, and all this sort of thing. So it's a great way for you to check yourself and do sort of scheduled checkups. It's kind of like a relationship, right? So Kevin and I used to just be in our relationship, right? And then if a fight happened, it happened, and then we dealt with it like that. And then if a good thing happened, we go, okay, we just said, okay, cool, that was a good day, but we didn't really congratulate each other, acknowledge each other for those things. So what we did now is just sort of have these sort of checkups, and make sure that we get everything out. They're not exactly scheduled because that would be weird. However, we do have that in mind. Like, if we need to say something, we will set aside time and go, okay, hey, can we talk about this because it's really bothering me, and not kind of think of it as a personal attack on each other. So it's the same sort of concept. So in your business or in your thing or whatever you're doing online, it's important to have a little review. And so what we're doing, and what I explained in yesterday's show, which you can check out in the link below, just to kind of get a well-laid thought process as to how things are moving along here, is that, the show's format is going to change, and things are going to get a bit more creative, more well put together, because I have a lot of advantages, but I'm not using them. Okay. And so this is a big reason why I'm taking a break. So it really is, I'm shooting myself in the foot because I'm not taking advantage of all these things that I have, like pro equipment, my looks, and that one right there was not me saying that. It was actually a friend of mine, Foo Styles, a celebrity stylist that I met at Digital LA, my first podcasting meetup. And she goes, "You need to comb your hair, goddammit." And I was like, at first I was hurt, but I was like, please tell me, what do I need to do? And she's like, you know what? You're masculine, you're a tomboy, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't be put together. It doesn't mean you shouldn't follow through with your look. And it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be presentable, right? So don't just look like you rolled out of bed to do your show, because that's not you. That's not how you want people to see you. And I was like, yes, I know, but it's so much work to maintain this hair and to put on makeup. But then it's like I said in my newsletter to you lab rats, if I don't take the time to take care of myself, like, what does that say about the rest of my business, right? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's totally You don't know that, right? Maybe I don't take care of my appearance, but I'm so hardcore about what I do for other people. But who can know that unless you actually go through with it? But who can even get there if you can't even get past the barrier? Like, oh my God, this girl doesn't even comb her damn hair. Like, why should I listen to her? So those are the type of things that I'm going to be changing over the break. And it's not a matter of fact of just like, let me just do my hair. It's the attitude that goes behind why I'm doing my hair. So I think I sort of had a stigma about people who are always put together, and it was a very bitchy, jealous, hater sort of woman hater sort of attitude. I wasn't, but seriously, why don't I have the attitude of, I should follow through and put myself together every single time I'm presenting? It's kind of like dating, right? So if you were to put out a video, right, on YouTube, and say one person hasn't seen any of your videos before, and the one video that they see, it's the one of you rolling out of bed looking all ratchet, right? Like, that makes a very bad impression when they don't know there's tons of content of you dressed up, put together, but you had this one video where you were like, meh, I don't care, whatever, I just rolled out of bed. So it's kind of like dating, right? So if you want to build that relationship with your fan base, you need to present yourself in a way where it's like you're nurturing this relationship for the first time, and you want to show off all of your assets, right? So for me, on just a physical level, it's going to be probably my hair, my eyebrows, my skin, or something that those are my pros, right? It's probably not necessarily like, this just turned into a very like nitpicky thing about self appearance, but if we can just move past the political correctness and get to the obvious fact that it is what you see, right? So without even saying a word, you guys are making judgments, good or bad, about how I look and how I put myself together. So I'm just making that very much aware to myself now and being like, okay, I need to do my hair. I need to look the best that I can look. And it's not putting a mask over who I am. It's just showing people that, hey, I do care about what I look like and what my brand is. And so that's something that I want to impart to you guys, that you should always kind of follow through with your image, with your brand, because it trickles into everything else that you do, whether you realize it or not. Right? Okay. So that is why I'm taking a break. We're doing a sort of review, a refinement of the show. Things are going to change quite drastically. There's going to be a new schedule. Like I said in the last episode, that the podcast in itself that's going to be posted on SoundCloud, as well as on YouTube, is going to be longer in format. It's going to be a bit more creative, more put together, more tight with its delivery. Okay, so that is only going to air on Mondays. Now, throughout the days of the week, I'm still going to be posting video content for my YouTube subscribers, for that audience. And it's going to be a bit more raw. It's going to be looser. It's going to be more looser format, because that's what YouTube is, right? And it was all about separating the fact that these are two platforms. And for the sake of the podcast meaning, audio, but I'm still going to use the video, right? Be more native to the platforms than I've been doing. I was doing a disservice to each platform. And so I still realize that there's a lot to refine as this break goes on. So nothing's very, very concrete and clear to me right now, but this is what's going on. And I'm always going to be transparent about why I'm making these changes to you guys, so that you are kind of in the know. Okay. So tomorrow, as we continue our countdown of this week to the end of the season, right? We're going to get to the season finale on Friday with me and Dre. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about how to take a break. This is pretty important, because I was like, dude, I need to make a change. I don't even know how I should go about it. And so I'm going to share with you guys a bunch of strategies that my friend shared with me, because he had experience in taking like a sort of hiatus from his show, and how he did it, how he let people know, and how he did it correctly. Okay, so there's tons of ways you could take a break. One of them being I could just drop off and disappear for a minute. That would be a very bad thing to do. So there are a couple of ways you can take a break. we're going to talk about that in tomorrow's show. Okay, so we're continuing the countdown. This is day 2. So this is day number 4, right? 4. Yesterday was 5, so we're on 4. And we'll see you in the next one. Okay. So once again, my name is Megan, reminding you to get in the lab. We'll see you. Peace. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out. So continuing the countdown, right? So we were at 5 yesterday, we're at 4 today, and we're gonna keep going. So I really appreciate you hanging in there and being there for me. I can't thank you enough for hanging out. And if you really enjoyed this episode and you don't want to miss a thing about what's going to happen in these new changes from season 2 to season 3, which there are going to be quite a bit of changes going on, I would love for you to go to getinthelab.me/join so you can join my newsletter list, because that's where I'm going to share a bunch of stuff that I'm not going to share anywhere else, and kind of keep you guys in the know and how I'm going to do that transition, okay? Because I think that information is pretty important, and so I want to share that with the people who are on my list. Good things, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Once again, we'll see ya. Peace.